MCHS, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. Have a great day, Wolves.
Good morning, MCHS. Today is Thursday, April 24th. I'm Matisse Goldstorff, and here are your morning announcements. Today's forecast will be a high of 69 degrees and a low of 52. French Club will meet today from 2:30 to 3:30 for a sweet treat and some art. Members are invited to come for Des Heures et des Ans to help make a poster mural to remember the school year. You must be a member of the French Club to participate, and you must sign up on the Schoology page today. See Madame LaFrance with any questions. A big congratulations to Nat Parkinson Kilborn, Aiden Kelly, and Jen Mezzo for winning an award at the 2025 Tri-County Secondary Art Exhibit. This juried show features work by secondary students from Northwest Indiana and Northeastern Illinois. The award winners are chosen by area professional artists. We are very proud of our fantastic art students who are featured in the show and who have won awards. Open Door Adolescent Health Center will be starting appointments for the 25 to 26 school year now through May 23, 2025. Stop by room O111. Attention seniors, tickets are on sale now for the senior trip to Great America. We will leave MCHS on Saturday night, May 17th, and return early morning on Sunday. Tickets are $84, which includes your admission into the park, an all-you-can-eat buffet, a student lounge with music, games, prizes, and more. Deadline to purchase tickets is Monday, April 28th. Please see Mrs. Tice in room N118 to get your ticket. Now to a video of our prom closet.
Good morning, MCHS. I'm Matisse Goldstorff, and today I'm here in our prom closet. If you are still in need of a prom dress or suit, contact Miss Geyer to come see what's available.
For today's lunch in lines 1 and 2 are nacho grande with beef, beans, cheese, and tortilla chips, and chicken Alfredo flatbread. In lines 3 and 4 are nacho grande with beef, beans, cheese, and tortilla chips, and jalapeno grilled cheese. In line 5 is the Build Your Own Pizza Bar. For your market fresh sandwich and salad, there is a choice of Italian sub and taco salad. Tomorrow's breakfast is sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, banana bread, or cereal. Now to an interview with Miss Powers in ASL Club. Good morning, MCHS. I'm Matisse Goldstorff, and today I'm here with...
I'm Miss Tegan.
Miss Tegan, what inspired you to create Deaf for a Day?
So one thing that was really cool about my transfer here to Michigan City is you guys already had an ASL club established already, and I thought that was super cool and super excited. I was so excited to get my hands on it, pun intended, and just kind of grow it from where it was. So I was able to get in and teach more signs, as well as more about culture and history and all of the amazing things that are involved in ASL and not just the language. So Deaf for a Day, I've seen other schools do it before, so I thought it'd be a really cool opportunity to give students the opportunity to experience what it is that we're talking about all of the time, even if it was just for a day.
That's amazing that you were able to step in and create this community for students to have a better understanding of the deaf community. Did you have any personal connection to someone who is deaf or hard of hearing?
Not before I started my journey into becoming an ASL interpreter. I actually started signing because I worked in special education, and we have lots of different friends who communicate with different means. And so I picked up some signing along the way. And then over time, I kind of accidentally fell into interpreting. I met some deaf students at another school district, and it opened up this big, beautiful world of interpreting that I didn't know existed, because how are you going to know if you don't know? So I just kind of fell in love with the language, and then I switched majors in college, and it was really, really cool. So not yes, but no, but no, but yes.
That's awesome that initially you didn't exactly have the intention of learning sign language, but were able to pick it up along the way. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Now we are here with...
Lindsay.
Thank you for joining us, Lindsay. Can you tell us, how does it feel to navigate a world without sound?
So I've been deaf for my whole life since I was really young. So I grew up with my cochlear implants, and all of my family is hearing. And I'm the only deaf person in my family. So growing up, it's been kind of hard to find other deaf people because I'm only ever around hearing people. So there's people I see at school, and there's so many people that I interact with that are just all hearing, that it's really nice to have the opportunity to know some people who sign. And here at Michigan City, we don't have any other deaf students that I know who know ASL. So I'm the only one. So that's been kind of hard to feel disconnected in that way.
Great. Well, thank you for sharing your story. I'm sorry, wait, can we cut that for a second? Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your story. That was inspiring. Can you tell us, what would you want others to understand about being deaf or hard of hearing?
So one thing I really want them to understand is that being deaf is really hard, and it's really difficult to make connections. And learning ASL is relatively easy as a form of communication. Writing back and forth is also an option, but it can be kind of difficult, kind of awkward with English. It's not my first language. ASL is my first language, and I didn't actually start speaking English until I was, a little bit older, about 6 years old. So ASL is the better option.
That is so interesting that ASL was your first language before English. Is there anything else you would like to add that you think other people should know?
I think it's really important that everybody knows that deaf people can do anything they want except hear.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Lindsay. That was great. Thank you. Now we are here with
Dylan Suma.
Dylan. Thank you for joining us today. After experiencing deaf for a day, how did your perspective on communication change?
I think it changed a lot. I think it also affected my teachers as well. When you're a teacher and you only really deal with hearing people, it's hard to change the way that you teach. I couldn't hear anything, so I had no way of knowing what my teachers were saying or what they were even teaching. Some of them chose to type or write things to me. It really depends on the teacher and how they chose to tackle it.
Yeah, okay. To help your teachers better understand you, what strategies did you use to communicate throughout that day to them?
Like I said, typing was definitely a big one. Asking questions, communicating that way. A lot of my teachers didn't really know sign or didn't know how to sign, so they were lost. Writing was kind of the only way I could communicate with them. I wasn't allowed to speak, and I didn't know what they were saying to me, so if I couldn't sign, the only way to talk to them had to be through writing.
It sounds like you learned a lot throughout just that one day of being deaf. What else did you learn about the deaf community that you didn't know before?
I learned a lot. The deaf community faces a lot of different challenges. It's really hard to understand other people, and if they don't know a way of communicating to you, it's really hard to actively talk and communicate, and humans are very social, so it kind of makes you feel alienated.
That learning experience sounds so eye-opening, and thank you so much for joining us today. Those were great answers, and we learned a lot. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you for tuning into MCHS TV broadcast. Catch you on the next one, and have a great day, Wolves.